Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever and whenever you are. And welcome to Take the Points.
A true underdog fucking podcast.
Whoa. The three amigos.
We're back.
Live.
We're back.
For the first time in 7 months.
The first time, what? I think
like
the last pod was pre-Pistons deadline, I believe, correct?
That was Wilson and I, and we I owe everyone an apology. I said, my quote was, "We won't ever be off this long again," and then we were off that long again.
I think I said that. But yeah,
I think we know who carries the team here. Let's be real. As soon as I went
clear
down,
now.
Am I the Cade to this pod?
Well, the Pistons have won 2 out of 3 without Cade, I think.
Yeah.
But no, you are. You absolutely are.
Mm-hmm. Am I the Jaden Ivey at this pod? Horrible take I had. Horrible take. But that's, Oops.
Well, we haven't done a pod with all 3 of us since 2025. So,
wow.
I mean, first one of the year right here.
That's crazy. We're back. And I think we're going to be back. I feel like we're back. We're officially counting ourselves.
We're back-ish.
Yeah, we're
back-ish.
We've said that the last 2 times, Steve, but since Robbie's here, it's real.
Now we're back.
Well, hey, listen, give us, obviously, we've been off for some reasons. Let's give everybody a little bit of a breakdown of why we've been off. Some big life updates from my people here. Tell us where you all have been. Not that it's only you all. Like, I've been just lazy. But, like, where have you guys been?
I think, Wilson, we need to turn this more around. If you and I have had a lot going on, what the hell has Steve been doing?
I got certified as a personal trainer. Like, that's, like, my thing. And it's, like, not even that.
Great.
Yeah, but, like, also wasn't that tough. Like, and that happened a while ago. So...
Well,
that doesn't count.
I am getting my first gym membership in years in April.
Whoa.
We are signing up for Lifetime.
Oh,
so,
big timer.
The Rochester Lifetime, yeah.
Getting that raise coming in. It's Wilson going to Lifetime.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
The money.
No.
What was that tax return like? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, right.
I haven't gotten it yet, but we'll see. But the only reason is because if you actually spend some money on a place like that, then I think I'll actually go. Like, fair.
Lifetime's dope, though.
Then I know I will go. Yeah.
Yeah, Lifetime's legit.
Yeah, that's legit.
Anyways, life updates.
Robbie, let's hear yours first. Yeah.
Life update. Had a baby, beautiful baby girl, which is super exciting.
Big news.
Yeah, I didn't have it on. Obviously, I would have if I could have, but no, my lovely wife and I.
Sure.
I always have people say that my lovely wife and I gave birth. It's like, nah,
no,
you didn't give birth. That would be only one of you did. But anyways, yeah. So wife had a little bit of an early arrival of our beautiful baby girl. Came like 2 months earlier than expected. So was dealing with all the fun stuff that comes with that. A lot of days in the hospital and getting her strength. And shout out to people here at Royal Oak Beaumont here in Michigan for helping us out. Nurses were incredible. But yeah, man, just jumping into fatherhood. We're home now and doing all the dad things I can for a newborn, which is awesome. But yeah, that's what had to kind of reprioritize things. Sports is great, but life got real. And it got real pretty fast. Yeah. So needless to say, I'm glad to be back, to be able to have some levity back to life and be able to kind of hop back into, doing the fun stuff again and not just, focusing on something that was a bit of a scary, but now has turned out to be an incredible and amazing situation. So yeah, happy to be back.
And I will always say too, I've always been very aware of being the wait till you have kids guy. So I've never said that to you, Robbie. I've never said when we're hanging out, you're like, oh man, I'm really busy, and I'm like, wait till you have kids. Like, no fucking shit. It's gonna be worse when you have kids. It's a life-changing
which
thing.
I would have said thanks. I know. I wish I could. Thanks.
Well, sure, and I would never do that to you given the circumstances. But
I know.
Now I can be wait till you have 2 kids guy.
There it is.
Kids do not scale, and I will absolutely wait till you have 2 kids guy. Which brings us, I think, to Wilson's update.
Wilson,
yes.
You got any update?
Yeah, so now I have 2 kids now,
there
we also
bastard.
had a kid.
Man-to-man defense, baby. Man-to-man.
Robbie, thrilled for you. Wilson, you're fucked, dude.
I know.
There's
100%.
The power play is over, dude. Like, the kids are at full strength forever, and you are just, like, welcome to just looking like that, like, that informant in Zero Dark 30. That's how your life's gonna be from now.
Man,
Just like
oh,
look like
man.
you've been waterboarded all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at myself on the camera right now, and I feel like I look like that today. But
I think you look great. I think you
thanks,
look
man.
great.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. It's been great. It's been awesome. It has been challenging. I know it's only going to get more challenging. We have not hit like sleep regressions yet, which typically come at like 3-4 months. So Robbie, you might be hitting those pretty soon.
Thank you.
FYI.
Thanks.
But yeah, it's been great. It's been awesome. And now I'm on paternity leave, and so I think when I say I'm back for the pod, it's definitely real. Even though having 2 kids, juggling 2 kids is gonna be tough. I think I'm gonna have time for this because I'm not going back to work till after 4th of July. So
Love
I
that.
am feeling great.
There's no excuses anymore.
No excuses.
I'm
Except
also
for-
going to be on
except for the
paternity
kids.
leave. Wait, if
Yeah.
I'm going to be on paternity leave also in the summer, the same time Wilson is, that means might hit the links up. Little dad day.
Absolutely.
Come on,
Oh my
we got to.
gosh,
Mental
yes.
health is a very important thing. Steve,
Yeah.
you keep running the ship. You keep doing your thing.
We'll be good. Yeah, I'll keep everybody afloat here. It'll be fine.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we.
I love that.
But,
That's good.
Well,
Actually,
I'm
Wilson's
happy,
and
I'm
I-
happy for both you guys. That's
was-
being a dad is the coolest thing. So
I was
you guys
going to
deserve that
say
shit.
it's freaking awesome, and I'll just say like, man, God is great. Feel very blessed, man. You guys are awesome. I'm glad to have such a good support system, and like I hope like we missed the pod is such a good just like outlet for life, and there's so many parallels when we talk about sports too. Like we're just on here having a good time. Like we get fired up or whatever, but like the real stuff that matters is the stuff that we just went through, and like just shout out to everybody that like goes through all that. Like this is all just fun play stuff. Like this means nothing in comparison to the real shit that people go through, you know?
Yes. Perspective.
Yeah.
But even with that
yeah.
being true,
Let's get into
Yeah,
it.
but
there's still
But-
so much.
Purdue and Texas are in a close
Yeah.
one right now. Okay.
Pistons won. Steve Yzerman sucks. I want him out of town. We did so many areas. The Tigers are spending. What are we talking about, guys? There's so much to talk about.
It really is.
Do we want to do? Can I got a quick idea. Do we want to do like a round table? What's your favorite thing that's happened since we last connected?
I like that.
had a
Favorite thing
child.
and least favorite thing, like sports wise.
Okay, yeah,
Ooh.
that's good.
I would say for me, because mine are simple. Least favorite thing, Cade going down with a collapsed lung.
Yeah,
We'll get into it, but I'm not as worried as like some of the panic that's out there. But not the ideal.
Not
way
great.
to be
Not
ending the
ideal.
season and going into the playoffs. But favorite thing would be Michigan State being still in March Madness with a matchup that I feel pretty good about against UConn. So I think and against Duke, if we win that, like I think Michigan State has a chance to go to the Final Four, like a legit chance. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but they have an actual chance. We almost beat Duke the first time we played them. I know it was at the Breslin, but I think we lost by like 1 or 2 points or something. So they're in it. They're in it. They got a chance for the Final Four, so that's got to be my favorite thing that's happened.
chance for a Michigan State final.
There is
sick.
absolutely a chance.
Not a great chance, but a chance.
No,
Isn't
I
there a
think
chance
it's like,
for all 4 Big Ten teams in the Final Four? Am I mistaken? Is there
I
one
think
in
there
each
is.
region? I think. Right?
Yeah,
I'd put a 10% chance at Michigan State in the final.
yeah. Iowa's up on Nebraska right now too, so that's crazy.
It's kind of the Cinderella's dead, but it's like, do you count Iowa as a Cinderella? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a Big
I
Ten
mean
school.
Iowa
It's
a 9 seed though, maybe.
like, do you count Texas right now? They're down 1 to they're
Yeah.
an 11 seed. Is that Cinderella? I don't know. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you my favorite things. My favorite thing that happened is the Miami Redhawks fucking went undefeated during the regular season.
Ooh, I
And-
didn't like that.
Listen,
Wilson's sick
No.
over that.
no, hold on. Listen, it was very hard for them to win a game in the tourney, but that game in the first 4 or whatever when they were in Dayton, my sister got to go. My family's like, I obviously went to Miami and like just I went to all the basketball games when I was there. Like huge guy from my high school. Shout out Mike Bramos, went to Miami. He was MAC Player of the Year when we were there. Like it was so cool. I never imagined I would ever see Miami of Ohio basketball on ESPN. I know everyone wants to get in. Should they have gotten into the tournament? Should they not? Like, whatever. If for as a mid-major school, like they went fucking undefeated. It was so cool to watch those last couple games, and they made history for Miami, which I think was cool. And yeah, they lost. I get it, but like that game in Dayton was awesome. Like they were just making it rain from all over the place, and it was just as an alumni, like you guys get that. Wilson, you get it with State. Steve, you get it with Michigan. I don't imagine your school never get any of
it doesn't happen with Central. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I know, but
Steve doesn't get it with Michigan.
But you're a Michigan fan.
Yeah, I'm a Michigan fan. U of M Flint, baby. I was there.
Okay, I'm just kidding, Steve.
It counts.
I was there.
I'm not loving
my
it. Okay.
least favorite thing. God, is Brad
Say what
Holmes.
you want to say.
Brad
no,
Holmes.
say what you want to say.
Okay, the least favorite thing is that Steve Yzerman needs to be fired. That's
yes, I know what you're gonna say.
Steve Yzerman. My friend Billy, you guys know Billy, friend of the pod, has been giving me shit that I'm an Yzerman hater. I've lost total faith in this guy. We're 7 years in. The team has no backbone. They keep getting smoked in March. Yzerman's got to go. He's done. He's dead to me. So that's my least favorite thing. And Brad Holmes sucks and doesn't spend any money. But
yeah,
Steve, I'll leave that to you if that's where you're going to go down.
That's probably my least favorite thing is
your least
Brad
favorite,
Holmes just like having no self-awareness to like even fielding a complete team.
Yeah,
like we don't have enough guys that can be on this team. Like he signed a bunch of 1-year fringe players, and it's just like, okay, well, like who's gonna be like that 5th and 6th defensive lineman? Because we don't have like a 4th defensive lineman.
We're good. Josh Pascal, we're fine. It's good.
He wasn't retained. That's what I mean. It's just so stupid. And then some of the guys that like Roy Lopez, like didn't love him, but like you could have kept him around as depth.
No. You got to sign Brian
Just
Branch.
a terrible.
You got to sign Jameer Gibbs. Sorry, I got to shut up.
True. No, it's true. It is. That's been my least favorite thing. They just had like a really shitty. They've just had a really shitty offseason. That was not what I wanted coming out of a year where you just missed the playoffs.
True.
There's time.
But my favorite thing is I'm going to paint a picture for you. I'm going to do a little Bob Rawson for you guys here, okay? It's Friday
I already know
night.
where this is going. I know where this is going.
It's Friday night. It's late June. The sun sets around 9:38. You go to the Elwood. You have a couple daddy pops in you. You're walking around Comerica Park. You're sneaking in the outdoor of the bathrooms because the line's too fucking long because you've been at the Amsterdam porch all night, right? And you're out there, you're waiting because your boy Justin Verlander is taking the bump tonight. It's Friday
That's right,
night.
baby.
He's going to throw 6 scoreless, 7 strikeouts against the Minnesota Twins, and we are going to be back. That is going to be a moment. My Tiger is back. I've wanted it for years. Justin Verlander, welcome home, baby. I could not be happier about that signing.
I knew. The thing is, if you would have asked me where all three of us were going to go, I think I could have guessed. If it was like, I feel like I could have guessed it.
I think so too. Yeah, that was really a great picture that you painted there, Steve. And I felt like I was there, and I want to.
We're gonna be there.
Yeah, we have to go. And
I have tickets already to be there. I bought them when they first came out. I bought every game that starting weekend. Obviously, I'm going to opening day, and I bought Saturday and Sunday tickets just because I knew JV was going to be starting. Sunday
That's
night,
gonna be electric.
Pops and I are going to be there. I got great seats. We're in like 15th row, like right behind home plate. It's gonna be
awesome. Sunday night?
So Easter Sunday, national TV against the Cardinals, 7:00 start.
Ooh.
This is a serious question. Robbie, do you think you're going to shed a tear potentially?
Yes,
when he takes them out.
I do. He represents like so much nostalgia of like I've listened to every press conference since he's been back. Like just he represents like it's like a childhood hero. You know, Verlander was the GOAT.
That was my Tiger.
The guy,
that was
right?
My Tiger.
Like I literally was thinking today, I was working out today, like thinking of opening day coming up, and I was like, I cannot wait to wear my dust off the JV jersey and wear that on Sunday night baseball. Like imagine that environment. Imagine the video they're gonna play for him when he's back.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be the tearjerker right there. That's Sunday, April 5th, right?
Yeah,
are we talking April 5th?
It's Easter Sunday. Yeah, Easter Sunday. Yeah, 7:00 against the Cardinals.
Dude, not bad. Tickets aren't bad. $66.
Yeah, because it's Easter Sunday. It couldn't have come at a worse time for the Tigers to have that happen because it's just like horrible timing with Easter. But yeah, it'll be sick. And I'm also back in the 1901 Society this year, by the way. I got the season tickets again, so we are back.
I'm completely going off the rails because that's what I love to do. Where's your seats at? I'm gonna try to get the tickets with you.
I don't know. We're one.
Just text me it. Just text me.
Yeah, don't say it on the air. Don't say it on the air. People will
Yeah, you
find
don't want to get bombarded with our fans.
Meet me there.
Our fans that are already all of our friends.
Yes. Oh, but that's okay. I also got to say too, we got to if we want to start with hoops a little bit, like with the March Madness, just because I feel like it's most top of mind. And again, when this comes out, State or Michigan could have lost potentially, but
yeah,
it'll be out before that.
It's been nice to have the local feel back, and like I think Michigan is really good in State. I got it. Listen, Michigan to me has met their expectation of what they were expected to do so far in this tourney. Like they're that good. I know they're good. State to me is the one last game. Like Cohen Carr is going to play like that, and they're going to shoot the three like they did. This team is like that's what they haven't been able to do. They defend and they rebound. If they're going to shoot like they did, this team could make a Final Four run without any hesitation. If they can't shoot, if they like that's been their Achilles heel. They can't shoot the rock. Tight spots. Fears is dishing it out, and they're Kerr, Tang, and all these guys are missing. Now all of a sudden they're starting to heat up. Like that's to me that's the biggest surprise. Michigan is not a surprise because they're like there's a reason they're like a favorite to win the Natty. State has been a surprise to me with what I've seen at least over the last, especially like their last game. But
yeah,
Wilson, you agree with that?
I will say absolutely. Like, I mean, obviously I'm a believer in my Spartans, and so I'm not super surprised. I knew these guys had it in them, but it has been a notable change in a couple players in particular. You mentioned Cohen Carr. Like him showing his ability to shoot the three and actually be a threat is huge. I feel like his dunks have gotten even more electric. Dude's also just like a beast on the boards and on the defensive end. He's really stepped up. Somebody else who has really stepped up and will have to continue that is Carson Cooper. He's just been phenomenal on both sides of the floor. I mean, he's been shooting a little bit from, kind of like, 15 feet and hitting them pretty consistently. And now he hit a three in the last game, like shot it confidently.
I think he was wasn't it like his fourth time all year he shot a three or something like that? It was great.
Yeah, but it looked really, really good. Like, I'm not saying he's going to do a whole bunch of that. I'm just saying he's really stepped up and shown some additional elements to his game. What I didn't love against Louisville is Kerr Tang and Jackson Kohler both sucked from three. We had other
Jackson
guys
started off pretty good, and then he cooled off. I think he hit like two right in the first half, and then he missed some wide open ones in the second half.
But if those guys who are expected to be there can knock down their shots, and then you got Cohen Carr, and then Jeremy Fears has been actually shooting fantastic threes and pull-ups. People love to talk shit about Jeremy Fears. He's been unreal.
I mean, he was kicking people in the balls.
Dick kicking Jeremy.
That was a tough look. It was a tough look.
You know what, you guys? I don't hate it at all. Like, you want to...
Wow.
Oh, you'd be on here talking shit if it was Grayson Allen. Don't give me that shit.
No, I
wouldn't. Bullshit.
That kind of stuff doesn't bother me. You know what? People hate on Draymond
Kicking people in the
Green.
balls doesn't bother you?
Honestly, I don't think he intentionally ever kicked anybody in the balls. Dude's playing hard.
You kick one dude in the balls, okay. You kick two dudes in the balls, okay.
I
you
believe
kick three dudes in the balls, there's a pattern.
I believe he actually intentionally had leg kicks, like guys do, to try to get a foul call, or it's like a reflex. You're trying to like kick the ball or get in front of somebody, I don't think he's intentionally kicking balls. I think he's intentionally kicking his leg out, and it's dangerous.
Fair.
I don't hate.
Yeah, that's probably.
I'm not going to hate on him for doing a leg kick that ends up accidentally hitting somebody in the balls. Come on.
Yeah, he's not actually kicking balls. He's just trying to kick, and everyone he plays has balls, so it's like you can't.
No, he's foul baiting.
It's not his fault, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, the dude has the heart of a champion.
Right. They're balling. They're balling. I mean, it's
that stretch of Cohen Carr the other night against Louisville was like that 10-minute stretch he had or 5-minute stretch. That was like old school Michigan State. And I'm not a State or Michigan fan per se. I honestly pull for both teams. Like Tom Izzo, I've been really into like listening to his press conferences and stuff. When he leaves college basketball, there will be a hole that will be unable to be filled again. He's there's just something about that guy. He speaks, he's undeniably himself, right? He the way he talks, how he's doing recruiting a little bit differently. Like he's got homegrown guys really that have been the core of this team. I just have a level of respect for Izzo. If you really listen to his press conferences, it's interesting because it's totally contrast what Dusty May's doing at Michigan. Could not be more like just contrasting of Dusty May's big like
different
transfer
style.
guy, and that's what I love about sports.
It's old school.
I respect the hell out of
man.
Izzo. I think
I mean, it'll be a big hole to fill. We'll need another guy to come in and not win a championship for 27 years, but that's fine.
When's the last time Michigan won one? 38 years ago.
Well, they've had 5 different coaches since then. So
yeah, 38 years.
Has been the same guy trying and falling short.
That's okay. You know how many Final Fours he has? You know how hard it is to make a Final Four?
Great for going to the semifinals. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, actually.
It is pretty awesome.
It's almost impossible to do.
It is almost impossible to do, but I do think it's just that's kind of been like his big thing. You know, he just needs that second title, and it's been so elusive. And I just don't like. It goes back to Robbie's point, right? Like he's been so reluctant to adapt to the way the game has changed recently that like he's kind of like the clock is ticking on him getting the second one. Certainly, there's a chance this year, but like.
I mean, they're loaded next year. They got the number 2 recruiting class in college basketball. They're fucking loaded.
That's great. But then they can all those guys can hit the portal.
Yeah, no, I'm saying he's got them coming in next year. Is my point.
I know, but they can play next year, and then it's a team of freshmen. That's going to be hard to go back and win a national championship. Like that's not. Like,
I don't know, man.
And then you have to supplement that class with talented guys from the portal, and he's not doing that. And that's.
But doesn't it, Steve? Does it bug you though? Like when you watch Michigan. And you see, like, they're yelling, "Go blue!" at the end of the game. And it's like, you've been there for 5 fucking minutes and don't even probably go to class. Versus you got guys on the other side that have bled green and white for 4 years. Maybe I'm old school. I just, like,
I'm with you, Robbie.
I respect that. Like, don't be out there and yells, "Go blue." I don't give a shit about "Go blue." You don't care.
I don't disrespect that. I just think college basketball hasn't been that, like, oh, I'm a 4-year university guy. And this is what got, I'm
I think I missed that. I guess
a team of seniors trying to win one before they all go out. Like that hasn't happened in years. So to me, it's no different than, a diaper dandy coming out and being a one and done freshman. Like honestly, dandy. Like you get these one and done kids coming out and go Cats, Kentucky Wildcats. And then they're all in the league next year. Like they don't give a shit about Kentucky. It's no different to me. But I hate I do. It doesn't bother me as much because I've just I just feel
you've accepted.
It's all like that.
Well, you know what, guys? Like, so okay, 97.1 did a segment. I don't know a few weeks ago about Michigan State fans. Costa was saying, "Can you admit that you're jealous of Michigan basketball and the way that they're running the program? Just admit it that you're jealous." And I was like, "No, really, genuinely not." Do I want Izzo to bring in like a good transfer or two? Sure. Who doesn't? And he has for years. Let me tell you some guys that he's brought in that have been great. Bryn Forbes.
This year.
But Bryn Forbes back in 2015 or 14 or whatever it was, transfer. Joey Hauser, Tyson Walker. I mean, these are some of our best players in the last decade that have been transfer players. It's not that Izzo doesn't do the transfer portal. He just doesn't use it to completely change his whole roster in a year and have like 5 new starters that came from the portal. I don't think you need to do it that way. Like, I think he can grow his guys, supplement from the portal like he's always done to fill in gaps when we need them. Clearly, we didn't really need them this year to the same extent because, I mean, they had a great season ranked in the top 10. They're in the Sweet 16. They didn't have huge gaps that they needed to fill with the portal. So, no, I'm not jealous because I think Izzo will do that and has shown that he will do that when there's an opportunity, when there's a right fit, and when there's a need. And I think he'll continue to do that for as long as he's at MSU, and they'll continue to have great teams that have the chance to make a run. So I love where they're at. I love the way he's doing it. It's a little old school, but it's not like he's a dinosaur who will not get a transfer. Mm-hmm. He has, time and time again.
Yeah, they had injuries this year. They had injuries, right? Like Caleb got hurt, right? He was
Caleb Glenn.
He was hurt. And then whoever, Trey Ford or whatever, right? He had 2 big buckets. Izzo even said, like, the guy just didn't play great all year until this past weekend. But, like, they're 2 big guys coming in, big transfer guys that they had coming in just didn't.
Right.
They weren't healthy this year.
But here's where it is, right? Like I like parallel it to the other sports that we have, and like some of the frustrations we have with our professional teams. Like these are all margin moves, right? Which we've sat here and said, like, wouldn't it be nice for the Pistons to have gotten like Trey Murphy at the deadline? That would have been great. Wouldn't it be nice if the Lions went and signed
anybody?
Right? Yeah. Insert any player.
Somebody, a tier A player, a tier 1 player.
The reason that Robbie wants Yzerman fired, like, you should have gotten more guys in free agency that weren't just these margin players. So to Wilson, like, yeah, he's bringing in the guys, but like you're not bringing in like you need one significant dude that's in the transfer portal to come in and say, like, hey, you know what? You're going to be that guy that takes us over the edge. And if he's not going to do that, that's what I just don't know if he's going to get to where he wants to go.
Yeah, see,
in today's college basketball.
I don't know, because Caleb Glenn is not a margin move to me. I mean, the dude was
solid.
a baller at Florida Atlantic. Similar numbers to Lendenberg, actually. Similar size, too. Mm-hmm. Lendenberg coming from UAB. Like, they're coming from similar size school with similar numbers. Lendenberg was obviously a higher, more highly sought after transfer, but Caleb Glenn was a big transfer. And, like, that's not a margin move. Neither was Joey Hauser. Neither was Tyson Walker. Like, those were big, prolific players for Michigan State who were big transfer moves. So I just don't understand the slander of, like, he's unwilling to do this. He has done it. And if he saw that there was more of a need to do it for this season, I think he would have had more. I think if they didn't have the cast of players that they have right now, he would have brought in more guys. So I'm confident in the way he's running the program. He's obviously, got more Final Fours than I think all of Michigan's coaches combined from the last 20 years. So I don't know. There's not much you can say other than that.
It's also probably a bit of that going from good to being great, right? Like, is going, and maybe that's the point. Is like
that's kind of my point. Is like you go from good to being great, and like I get like it. Yes, making all
just all fair arguments. By the
way, I'm not going to take away from what he's done, but I just do think the elusive thing that he hasn't been able to achieve is that second national championship. It's kind of just always slipped through his fingers. He's always either had a really good team that underachieves or like a pretty good team that overachieves, and it's never quite balances out. Right, to where like he could just get it all the way done. And I just think if he leaned in a little bit and said, like, yeah, you know what, call the boosters, pay this motherfucker, and get him over here, right? Because like
I want him to.
You exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you want him to do that. And, like,
but he will. I think he would do that. I think he does do that.
I also think you guys got to remember, using the Scott Harris quote, like what she said about the Tigers, like, just because you have the same guys on your team doesn't mean they're not going to be different players, meaning like they're a little more skilled. Like, it's also expensive as fuck to keep the guys at your school. You're not telling me Carson Cooper and Jackson Kohler and Jeremy Fears were getting calls, Cohen Carr. Damn right. I bet they were. State's still paying. I think those funds came out the other day. There's
the retention piece too. You
100%.
You have to keep your own guys around. That makes
for
sense.
sure. And I think that's what I think Izzo represents, a time in the game in college athletics, like that amateur piece of this that, like, I've been very reluctant to the change because I don't want college sports to be professional sports. I don't, like, Steve, to your point, of like, just like we complain about Brad Holmes, it's because I expect that. I'm hiring like an assassin. Like, I'm going out to get a killer because that's what it's required to do, versus like Brad Holmes is pulling a Tom Izzo, but he's in the wrong industry to do that because like you do not win Super Bowls when that happens. Like,
right.
Izzo's still doing it in an environment where, like, you got your bench is 8 guys, you're playing 8-9 guys. Like, you can get away with that, right? You get a good recruiting class, you sprinkle in a little bit incremental. That's where, like, and I've said this from the get-go, I think what's happened in college sports is horrible. I think it's terrible. Like, I don't want to go down that tangent, but like, I think it's lost some of its. Izzo to me is holding on to like something precious that I loved with college sports, and that's like sticking with the school, like staying, like, as a college athlete myself, sure, it wasn't football or basketball, but like, I went to the school and I cared. Like, I went there because of the academics and the athletics. I know things have changed, but it's just, I don't know. I wish there was more of that. I'm sad that we're losing that,
I completely agree. And then at the same time, I will say, I'll throw it to Michigan. What Dusty May did within the confines of the rules and the way that it's working now, like, incredible. Absolutely incredible job. Like, filling in with the exact right pieces. Like, the squad that they put together is undeniably
insane.
It's like a mad scientist.
It really is. And you know who I don't think is getting enough credit from Michigan is Mara. I mean, you see all of the top players. It's all about Lendeborg, and you get a little bit of Johnson talk in there, but nobody really talks about how much Adai Mara means to the team. He is an anchor on the defense. Like, you can't take it in on him, and he's so hard to guard. He gets guys in foul trouble like crazy. Like, how do you beat them when you pair that with a guy like Lendeborg, who's like a LeBron body type? And
right,
he can
Looks
turn
like
it on.
These guys are built like Predator.
Seriously,
Like from the movie,
Yeah, and then they got shooting. They got so many scorers, guys who can create for themselves. Cadeau can create.
And Dusty May's a
Ryan
great
Gale.
coach too, in his own regard.
Yes.
Like Wilson.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah,
point.
he's good. Yeah.
Just because I hate the rules doesn't mean that I fault somebody for playing within them. It's the salary cap in the NFL, right? It's the same BS. It's like, how do the Eagles sign everybody, or how? It's just because they know how to manipulate within the tush push for the Eagle. Like, that's
they
just what the
massage
rules
the
are.
numbers.
Yeah.
You know.
And so to tie it together for me, do I want Izzo to try to be that? No. I want him to be who he is, how he's succeeded, and I want him to take the opportunities that he sees as a fit, to fill in the gaps, to get transfers. I want him to do that, but I want him to do it his way and still be him, put the best teams he can out there. But I don't think he needs to go try to be Dusty May, because that's not what he is. And I don't think it would be best for the school if that's what he tried to do. But I love that Dusty May's doing it for Michigan. I think he's done a great job.
Yeah.
How are you, hypothetical here, how are you going to feel if they lose tomorrow night and Michigan makes it to the national championship?
I won't be surprised. I think it's a very good possibility. I won't feel that won't change my mindset on that. Like,
You don't feel like it's kind of a missed opportunity by not taking a little bit advantage of
Well, again, I think he did try to with
working within your space a little bit more than like he has.
I think he did. Caleb Glenn was a big move, and I think the team would be different without him. Another guy who is Divine Ugochukwu. I don't know if you remember him, but he went down. He was a big part of our team. He was another transfer. Like, he absolutely did bring in guys, three that were like pretty key players, and two of them just unfortunately aren't playing because of injury. So I don't feel like he didn't try and didn't take the opportunity.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, I don't know why. It's March. It's Izzo. Like, there's just something special about it. I don't know. Like,
It's fun. It's a fun time, man. It's a fun time.
The guy's just like, again, he's unapologetically himself, and I think that is a great way to be as a coach. Like, you're just like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, and you're gonna like it. And if you don't like it, don't come to my school. And I respect that. I think it's like, okay, great, go do your thing, whatever you want to do. All right, just don't come here.
Throwing out Paul Davis.
That was amazing,
dude. Paul Davis, legend.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, well, I know we talked about that for a lot longer than we expected, but there was a lot to go through there. Yeah,
no, it's March, man. I mean, I'm sitting here watching Iowa win and Purdue won. Purdue won. I don't know if you guys were tuning into that a little bit. The tip in to win it. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. With their little gremlin point guard.
Yeah, I know.
I was saying earlier, Fletcher Lawyer has a very hittable face. And his brother sucked at Michigan State too. But
yeah, I mean the name Fletcher is just like it's a non-starter for me.
It's so true.
He was
like,
doomed.
hey, what's up, man? I'm Fletcher. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. There's nothing for us here. We're gonna have to go our separate ways.
Shout out to all the Fletchers out there listening to this pod.
You know what I mean, though. Like if you have I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, can we do a hard pivot to the Red Wings? We need to talk about it.
You need to get this off your chest.
Guys, I think what's happened is a lot of my friends, like I said, have deemed me as an Yzerman hater. And I just want to, I don't know how many more times I can say this. I love Steve Yzerman. He'll always be the captain. But we are 7 years into this thing. And we're literally fighting to try to be the last team into the playoffs. We've called up the prospects. They're up. They're all Sandin Pellikka up, down. Now he's down again. Like, Lucas Raymond, good, not great. Casper, up. Nate Danielson's been hurt. Costa's still in the minors. I get it. Trey Augustine, Michigan State goalie, coming up. Cool. He may be here, he may not. This team there is something systematically wrong with the DNA of this team, that it is now the third March in a row that we are going to shit the bed. And I don't know if it's a Larkin thing. Like, I love the guy. I feel like it feels like he embodies what we want in a captain, but like, this all falls back to Steve Yzerman. He has not done enough, and he's getting a free pass because he's a legend in this town. And I think we kicked Joe Dumars out of here when things went south, but Stevie Y we won't. I wish people could actually look at this from an honest perspective. And maybe you guys agree with me, but like, I love Steve Yzerman. His poster will be on the wall forever because he's number 19. But he's failed as a GM. Tell me what other GM would get 7 years in this town. Imagine Brad Holmes 7 years here, and he doesn't make the playoffs. He wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So that's my high horse. I don't know. It's going to be another summer of, we're trying. The guys, I don't want to make a move because it's just win and make the play. We're talking about making the playoffs. Making the playoffs. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about winning a cup.
You have to make the move now. You made the trade for Falk. You gave up your first round draft pick. Like,
yeah,
you're not going to have a kid to fall back on this summer. Yeah. Like, you're gonna have to make more moves. It just makes more sense, man. I don't understand it. And how big of a lead or how big of a cushion did they squander this year? They were a really good team to start the season, and
March hits. They shit the bed.
March
you guys,
they shit the
but
bed.
Like, I need a pulse
Something
check
between.
Here. Am I crazy? Do you guys agree?
No.
Like, you guys are all Wings fans. You know Stevie Y. Like, am I on left field saying that like this guy needs to be held accountable? Like, maybe does the captain buy you another 2 years of forgiveness from the fans? Okay, we're at year 7.
Yeah. No, you know what? I actually think that his leash was extended because of exactly what you guys are saying, where we start off looking so strong. Like, everybody's got the hope. Everybody's like, look, the Yzer plan is working. Like, we're on top of the Atlantic like we were this season for a long time. And we were like deep into the season, we were still looking great. Yeah. And I think that is the reason why he's had such a long time of failure that's been allowed, is because then, the next season starts and it's like, oh, look, he fixed it. Yeah. And so it instills this belief that, just ends up not being trustworthy once we get to March. But I think if we hadn't had it be that, and we just started the year and like consistently throughout each of the last 3 seasons, we were just like not there, then I think it's a different story.
Almost like abysmally bad, where like the fact that you're just good enough to not be really bad. Like, yeah. You're stuck in mediocrity, right? You're like the mediocrity of NHL, but you're not even like, but we're right. Wilson, it's almost like we make the playoffs, even though we don't. It feels like you did.
I would say if we're in 6th right now in the Atlantic, and I would say if we had been in that position all season this year and all season last year, like, he's not there anymore this season. Like, he doesn't.
But does Chris Ilitch, like, I think he's got Valenti says it all the time on the ticket. Like, and again, he's Mr. Negative, but it's like, he's got a lifetime contract. I don't know, why is it so hard to have some accountability? I think I've gotten so defensive now, or offensive, I should say, and like my view of this, because I think people just have blinders on with Steve Yzerman, and they refuse to acknowledge that, like, yes, he was good in Tampa. I understand it. But like, what he did in Tampa, he has not done here. He has not, like there's no Messiah coming up anymore, right? Raymond's here, Edvinson's here, Mo Seider is here. Good players, but there's no one else. Sandin Pellikka, like I said, just got sent down to the minors, right? Like, there's no one. There's no hero coming of like, wait till the McGonagalls get here. Like, they're here, and they're not good.
And I think, like, I don't know. He can salvage it all. Like, he can just make,
for sure,
one big trade, one big free agency move. You look at what, Austin Matthews is going through some shit in Toronto right now.
Yeah,
the Connor McDavid situation. I think the whole league's wondering what's going to happen there. But it's like those, like, you're talking about some of the best players in the league. But that's the kind of move that he has to make to save it.
Yeah, he hasn't gone for it.
And he hasn't gone for it. And, like, you wonder, like, I think maybe that's where the benefit of a doubt comes in, is like, well, he's Steve Yzerman, he's the captain, he knows what it takes to win Stanley Cups. maybe the moves that he has the chance to make aren't the moves that he wants to make or that he sees as being the ones that take us over the top.
Yeah.
So we're going to give him the time he needs to find that move, which to an extent I can understand. And I'm really just playing devil's advocate here in this conversation because I'm more aligned with you, Robbie. But like, I just think that's probably, and when Chris Ilitch is involved, he's just like, oh yeah, sounds great, Steve. You know,
because he lets him run hockey. It's an $82 million cap or whatever the hell it is. It's like, I don't want to hear he doesn't let people spend money. It's an
accounting error for Chris Ilitch.
That's my, like, I think I just, right, I don't, it's like we said before about the Lions, when I know we're not talking about them today. It's just like, I'd rather go for it and lose it and be like, you know what, he tried to get a guy. But it's like, we're extending Bernard Docker for another 2 years. Ben Sherratt just got an update on his contract. It's like, tell me tangibly the best things that Steve Yzerman has done. He traded for Alex DeBrincat, who was from Farmington Hills and wanted to be here. Like, what else? Just tell me what else has been. Okay, Mo Sider, I think he's great, right? Like, Mo Sider is probably the best thing he can claim. He's maybe going to be Norris Trophy winner this year. Who knows? But like Lucas Raymond, I don't know. He feels Detroit good. I don't know if he's NHL good.
Right.
Is Larkin a first line center? Like, those are the tough moves.
No, I don't think he is.
Call on, and I don't. Like, the Stamkos is like the way he drafted in Tampa. Like, I think he tried that here and it just hasn't worked. And I don't know, like how expensive Red Wings tickets are to go. I haven't even been to a Wings game this year because tickets are stupid. And it's like, I'm not going down there when you got the Pistons turning around their franchise in 2 years, 3 years, whatever, right? Since Trajan's been on board. Like, look at what happens with a competent GM. I know hockey's different than basketball, but it's like, we've seen it work. Like, Jeff Blashill failed. We kept him on. We brought in Krug or whatever the hell his name was, right? The other guy, he fired his coach, and now we hired McClellan. Like, we're on the third coach now. Third coach. That's tough. So
yeah. Well, I even though I agree, I think all that's true. I think what's going to happen, if I had to make a prediction, is I think we're still going to make the playoffs this year. Wow. We're going to make a wild card. I think we are. Now, listen, this is why I think so. You're probably going to need 97 points. Something around 97 is probably.
Yeah, they're going to need mid-90s for sure.
It's actually
90s.
higher than normal, which is just unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. We need 13 points. What do we have? 11 games left.
Yeah, 10 or 11 games. Yeah,
we have been averaging. We do have a tough schedule. We do have a tough schedule, but we've been averaging throughout the entire season 1.2 points per game. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
Oh, then we're good. That math is mathing.
The math is pretty much right on point for us to finish with about 97 points, which should put us in the wild card. Now, because our schedule is a little tougher, maybe that average points per game goes down a little bit, and then we're screwed. But I think, this team is good enough. They proved it in the start of the year. Like, they have it in them.
Yeah.
They can win. They can grind it out. And March is almost done, which is great for the Red Wings. Ugh. They can grind it out and make that wild card spot, and then I think that buys Steve Yzerman more time because you make the playoffs. Yeah. It's a success.
Yeah. That now something just popped into my mind, and I have to ask you guys this: does this mean, Wilson, if your prediction is right, and if everything's working out the way I think it might work out? Is April in the D back?
I knew you were gonna go there.
Are we, Wilson, as last night saved my life, gonna do an April in the D song?
April.
I promise you, if the Red Wings make the playoffs, I will create my own punk version of the April in the D song, and I will play it on the
Wings.
pod.
Go Wings, baby! Come on,
let's go.
Go Wings.
That's
Steve,
great.
I knew where you were going. As soon as you said something popped into my head, I knew it was April in the D. I knew it was. Yeah, there it is. I know. You want that.
Oh, it's so good.
I think the Wings have like a 40% chance to make it. But anyways, I over-exaggerate things. I just want to see more, man. Like, can Yzerman be this, like, greatest GM that ever existed? Like, I think in 7 years, like, it's okay to expect a team to make the playoffs. I think it's okay. It's okay, everybody out there. You can still like Steve Yzerman and have accountability. It's okay.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah.
Speaking of accountability, I don't know. That's not the good segue.
I don't know. What are we talking? Are we going Pistons? We going
Tigers? Tigers. They started today. Today was a great day. I don't know if you guys watched. The kid, Kevin.
Oh my gosh.
Kevin McGonagall.
Oh, is that what you're going
4 for 5. Ooh. 4 for 5.
guys, the Tigers. How about, can we just go take a step back, Steve? Chris Ilitch. All of a sudden, I didn't have Twitter. Wilson, you sent that text out and said Tigers signed Framber, and I was like,
Wilson has broke. Let's take a step back though. Wilson broke two newses to us.
He did. It's
what was the other one?
You said we just get one text from you, and it just says Framber.
That's all it says.
I was like, oh shit. And then like a week later, it just said Verlander, and I was like,
oh yes.
I was like, so don't tell me. I literally like, dude, when I read that text from Wilson, I dropped my phone. I was like leaning over at my bed, and I saw it come through, and I went, oh no, that can't be right.
You were leaning over on your bed. Interesting.
I just because I just put the kids down. I was basically in like a prayer position.
That is the greatest thing
because I just needed a break.
Like this offseason was going like for the Tigers. I don't know. I gained new respect for Scott Harris because he did something. He went to Chris Ilitch and said, "Chris, I need money for Framber." And then in the middle of this presentation, Chris Ilitch interrupts him and says, "Hey, what about Verlander?" And Harris says, wait. I'll get to that. I also love that there's like a PowerPoint presentation, but like shout out to Chris Ilitch, man. He sacked up the biggest contract ever for a left-handed pitcher in Major League history. Verlander, Kenley Jansen, re-signing Finnegan. Like
really salvaged the offseason.
I'm impressed, man. They leaned in. They're going all in their mind with Skubal because they got him for one more year, and I think McGonigal making the team is another sign that they're going for it. That's all I ask for as a fan. That's what I wish the Wings had, is that mentality, you know?
And McGonigal making the team too. Like, I just want to take a step back and recognize how awesome it is that he's just skipping AAA. He has never played he had never taken that bat in AAA.
Isn't there like 10 players in Major League history that have done that? It's been like,
I don't know. It's not a lot.
It's very, not a lot.
And
very few.
He will probably go down to AAA at some point. Like, he's just like, you have to understand, he's a rookie. He's 20-something years old. He's gonna get sent down.
21.
To AAA. He's gonna hit a slump. But the way he looked today, man, 4 for 5, just aggressive in the plate.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a kid that can really be a piece of our future and really help turn the franchise in the direction we want to go. And I think it's awesome, man. I really love that he came up. Colt Keith looked all right today. Dylan Dingler looked really good today.
They got a CNJV in the dugout too. I don't know. I think this could be a special season for the Tigers. Like, if their rotation stays healthy, like, I love that if you said to, like, contrasting the Wings to the Tigers, if I asked you what is the Tigers team like, what makes the Tigers different? You guys could give me answers, right? Of like versatility, creativity with their lineup, great starting pitching. They have a defined characteristic to who they are and what their manager carries, right? The way AJ Hinch like manages the team.
An identity. Yeah, they have an identity.
Right, identity is the word. And you look at the Red Wings, just going back, it's like that's where I couldn't tell. Are they fast? No. Are they?
They're
tough?
supposed to be bully hockey. They're supposed, they're supposed to be tough. It's not just not.
But they're not even close to it. Yeah.
The Tigers have that. Like, doesn't it? Maybe I'm just drinking into the Kool-Aid here. It's just maybe I'm just pumped baseball's back. This just feels like
an 8-2 win today was a great way to get the Kool-Aid going.
And I loved it.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing: did the Tigers get better from last year? I think significantly.
Yeah,
100%.
Like, wouldn't you say?
Totally, without a doubt.
And when's the last time we felt like that about a team going into a season in the city? Like, as a season starting, when's the last time you could say this team got significantly better in the offseason?
2021, when Chris Ilitch said the rebuild's over and they signed Javi Baez and what's his nuts?
Eduardo,
yeah.
Eduardo
So
Rodriguez.
I did at the moment. Yeah, those are two big signings.
Yeah.
But then,
well, they also were ass before then. It's also like, to your point, Wilson, you're trying to go from
they were
good
bad.
to great. Like,
Yeah.
and
that was going from like
Terrible
to good.
Yeah.
That's going from like, and that's where I think, if again you look at what Scott Harris said, because the one thing, they did not sign a bat this offseason. They did not sign a right-handed bat, but he came out and said, just because we have the same players doesn't mean that it's not going to be different, or just because we have the same names doesn't mean it's not going to be different players. AKA, they're expecting growth from a guy like Colt Keith. Parker Meadows is healthy. Matt Vierling is healthy. So even if Zach McKinstry takes a step back, which some of those guys are going to do that, does a healthy Parker and Matt Vierling make up for the downside of a McKinstry if he peels back? Like probably.
Yes.
Like I think he
Yeah.
does. You know.
Well, and I mean, Colt Keith and Meadows, those guys did not have great years last year. I expect a lot more out of Colt Keith, especially with how Steve was talking him up. Parker Meadows had a bad year. And like
He
was
if
hurt.
those,
He was,
but
he was-
if
it
you
was
asked
bad.
him, he would say, "Yes, I had a bad year." Like
He hit
those
what
guys.
point 0.87, 0.087 to start the year. I think.
Yeah,
Just
terrible.
horrible.
Horrible. Like if those guys have to be better, and I think they will be. Like that bar's decently low for them to improve on. Now the guy who probably will take a significant step back to how he started the year last year was Javi, because that was like Javier Bays. That was like magic, man, and that's not going to happen again. So we got to be ready for that.
Socks. He was swinging out of his socks.
And I'll tell you what, Torque and Riley Green too, strikeouts. Like I mean, I just can't.
I know.
Like Riley, there's a big talk in the pregame and during his first at bat of Riley Green of how he changed his approach this offseason, and it didn't take till the second time through the order he was
That uppercut swing, man. He can't lay off the low changeups. Cannot lay off of them. Same with Javi. They don't even pitch him. They don't. Javi has gotten all breaking balls the entire day.
Javi by as a breaking ball, and he's spinning around facing the dugout.
But then you see someone. Oh, it's bad. It's rough.
I'll be the negative one on this, which is normally not my position. I'm not trying to be negative on the Tigers, but I'm going to say something that sounds pretty negative. That is my worry about them this year, is if Javi takes that step back, and if Torque takes a step back, because he had obviously a major step forward last year. We didn't even think he was going to make the team, which seems crazy now. We didn't even think he was going to make the team.
If Parker and Vierling don't get hurt, he doesn't make the squad.
Right, exactly.
There's no way.
But if he takes a step back to where he was at a couple years ago, and Javi takes a step back, and Riley Green's new approach is not helpful.
New.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a new approach.
Yeah. Then now we're looking at did we get worse offensively, like significantly? Yeah. And that's maybe the one worry I have for this team.
That's
where too though, like it depends on how aggressive you want to be and how good this starting rotation looks and how much you actually want to get behind like this final run with Scooble or whatever, however you want to frame it. Because it's still, I don't still think it's out of the realm of possibility that he comes back here, especially given that there could be a lockout at the end of the year and like the collective bargaining agreement can change. He might just come back here because they can give him, like, think of the NBA, you can get that extra year in your contract with your team that you were with before. So there's a lot of unknown there, but I think if they have so much depth in the minor leagues that if they need to address the hitting, they can via
100%.
a trade.
100% they can.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
And they have what, the 11th? They got the 11th payroll in baseball right now. I think 10th or 11th highest payroll. I think they're outspending
and the
closest
number one farm system.
Aren't they outspending the closest team in the AL Central by $100 million? I believe. I think.
Well, yeah, the AL Central is just.
But think about that.
Right.
Like that's crazy. that that's to. And I like how they got creative. They deferred money. Like that's what guys do. Verlander's getting paid $2 million this year. He's getting paid $9 million or whatever in 2030. Like,
which again, but why are you deferring $13 million? Like that's just like
I think
again that's an accounting error.
That Steve, that to me felt like CBA, that he's trying to use that to manipulate potentially when the CBA gets adjusted.
True.
If they end up going salary cap or a floor, now he can count that money against the cap potentially in 2030 without actually having to put it into a guy. It was what
for a floor, yeah, good point.
It gets you. Same
Which
with the Framber
also
contract.
is cringy as fuck.
Scary, yeah.
I'm just pumped for the Tigers, man. You guys know me. I love baseball. Like it's number. Like it's just like the best time of year. Best time. And Steve, you love your prospects, so like they're up now.
I do
like,
love the
they're
prospects. I'm literally sitting here looking at going to that Sunday game with Verlander.
Go to the game, bro.
I think I might. There's some.
I want to buy a McGonigal jersey, bro. I'm up like
Yeah.
what he did today. Like that's a speedy guy that can get contact. Imagine if we had that in that game against Seattle last year.
Yeah.
Like, can we have someone just hit a ball?
Yes.
Like.
Man, I almost just said that he might be the number one jersey sold for the Tigers this year, but then I thought about it, and I'm like, well, Verlander probably will be the number one.
But then people probably already have Verlander jerseys. That's the thing. Like, you just dust them off.
If McGonigal starts off hot, like stays hot, it is going to be like the Tigers are going to be fucking back. Like I think downtown is going to be As a season ticket holder, I'm selling the shit out of my tickets and making some cash.
If opening day is nice, if like the weather is nice next week, and
I think it's gonna be a little chilly.
Is it? Well, if it's not rainy, as long as it's not rainy, and if they're able to go like 3-2 or something over these next 2 series or something like that, that would be. I think we're gonna it's gonna be a scene downtown.
38 degrees, snowy in the morning.
Oh.
You know what that means? Gotta have gotta have that blanket going.
Yeah, you just go straight to liquor at that point.
Yeah, I'm just pumped for the Tigers, man. I'm
it's
pumped
gonna be great.
And shout out to Chris Illich. I call him out when he doesn't do anything. Got to give the guy credit. He spent money and like he's into this team. I just respect him. He's like, let's go get Verlander. By the way, how about Verlander calling last year at the end of the year saying he wanted to come to Detroit, and Harris and Hinch were like, we don't have a spot for you. He's only here because Melton went down. He's not here if Melton doesn't get hurt.
Or because
Olsen, sorry. Yeah. Like, Olsen's not here.
Yeah, I was going to say, when did Melton go down? Because we need that guy. He's going to be an extra arm for us.
Melton's also down, unfortunately, for 60 days.
But, I didn't know that. Oh, wow, that sucks. Because, at some point this year, he's going to start.
They're all going to go down.
Well, Kaiser Montero is going to play a big role. Joe probably won't be back till the end of the year. Maybe you get him in September, maybe as like a reliever like they did the first time around. But it's going to be Anderson or whatever the nuts today that they got from the Japan League that they paid.
The KBL,
and
the Pyongyang Piranhas.
He did not look good today. Let's just be clear. Did not look great.
He did not look great.
Anyways, I'm super pumped for the Tigers. So
very exciting. And I want to make sure we get to, because we're all coming up on an hour here, and we have
Wilson. Come on.
We have one topic we haven't talked about, and I don't think there's going to be more to talk about with the Pistons here coming up shortly, because we're getting down to playoff time, and that's when that's when the average person actually starts to care about the NBA, is not till the playoffs. But
and then when the players start to care about it too, especially on the Pistons.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh man, yes. But, unlike me, who I'm watching every game all year, except for I didn't watch today, which was disappointing. But now with 2 kids, I got to pick my spots.
The Kevin Huerter game tonight.
Dude, the Pistons.
22 points, 9 for 14. Kevin
They
Huerter,
have so many
7.
guys like that. Like, so many guys who could just step up and be that, which is the really exciting thing for me right now is like, maybe it's going to be Kevin Huerter. Maybe it's going to be Duncan Robinson going for 25. Maybe Tobias Harris is going to do what he did last night when they almost won that game, came back, and he had like 26 points. Dude,
Dennis Jenkins going off for 30 the other night.
Yeah, honestly. Asar Thompson now can score 20 points like frequently. Jalen Duren is crazy.
Are you a blessing in disguise, Guy Wilson, on this? Do you feel like, yes, I wish Cade didn't go down, but I wonder if this is going to fortify confidence in the second group or whatever, that now in the playoffs there's going to be a Robin to the Batman?
Man,
I call that silver lining, not blessing in disguise.
Potentially.
Better framing. Blessing in disguise sounds like,
blessing in disguise. Yeah,
that's fair. Maybe
I hadn't thought about that.
Lining.
The thing is, like, I think there was a period earlier in the season where we had tons of guys down. Like we had. I think it was like Karis LeVert, Tobias, Cade, and Duren out for like a 4-game stretch or something. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we got that confidence in some of those guys during that period, like where we still won, I think like 3 out of those 4 games or something ridiculous with like none of our real players there. So I don't know that we needed that right now down the stretch here to feel confident in those guys, but it may end up being a blessing in disguise just to get like Kevin Huerter he had a DNP, like coach's decision.
I know.
A week ago.
A bunch of them,
He can't. He's shot like shit since he's been here. He's been horrible from 3. Horrible.
But like maybe that's the blessing in disguise, is like he's getting a little bit confidence the last couple games, and I think Jenkins too. He also had a did not play, like I think it was just last week, which is shocking then to see him do what he did to the Lakers, and
I'll be curious.
It's a game winner.
Aren't you curious what this rotation is going to look like in the playoffs? I'm so fascinated to see what JB's going to do. Like, I think a guy like Ron Holland's going to sit the pine in the playoffs. Like, I think he's going to, like, I like even when Paul Reed gets in the game, he's been fucking so good.
Yeah.
Like
Ball Paul, man.
Like
Ball Paul.
Is he going to run a 10 to 12 guy deep bench in the playoffs? I can't see it. Like, it's going to have to stop what
you might have to in the first round if Cade's trying to bounce back from this injury.
Yeah,
I guess you're not going to be able to run him 38 minutes a night.
Well, the thing
they play 13 dudes, man. They play.
I know.
They played everybody.
But guess what? Not every team has that. Like, we have to use our strengths.
Advantage.
We don't have a second shot maker. Like, we don't have a second shot creator. Most teams who are going to be making deep playoff runs do have that.
For sure.
So, like,
and second and third guys. Yeah.
Yes, and I think that JB is a phenomenal coach, and he's going to be
coach of the year. Has to be.
Yeah. He's got to be someone who looks at, like, what's our strength? What did we do this year that got us to where we are? And that depth is a major piece of what got them to where they are. So I think it's a huge miss if they then all of a sudden change their lineup drastically. I know it always gets tightened up in the playoffs, and it will to an extent. But I still think that they should be running 10 dudes regularly, because that's what this team does well.
And I think one of the things, like, you go back to the blessing in disguise piece, is maybe some of these guys like Dennis Jenkins are going to get more respect in the playoffs from whoever we go up against. That, like, okay, you can't just double team Cade because like, Dennis can cook you. Asar Thompson's, like, he's got capabilities to make some open shots. Kevin Huerter's gonna light you up if you leave him open. So I think, and maybe, like, to Wilson's point too, it's gonna tighten up a little bit. It's just gonna be those right pieces, and I think Ron Holland might be the guy that's kind of out of that rotation because he's a little redundant to Asar at that point.
I honestly think he's trade bait this offseason. I think he's got to be. He's too redundant to. I agree. It's a good word, Steve, on Asar.
But he's good though. Like, but he's good, and he's got a ton of potential. It's just, like, does it line up with our timeline? Because
I was going to say the one guy I want to shout out that I don't know if you watch what JB's been doing when Marcus Sasser was healthy and they started playing him the past couple weeks. He was shooting a shit out of the three ball. I mean, he was, like, shooting like 45% from three. Mm-hmm. That's where you start getting Cade off ball, which is what depending on, I think Asar was out and they adjusted the starting lineup. I think they brought Sasser in, Asar sat. So Cade kind of moved to that two. I mean, he's a 1-2 or whatever with Sasser, but it's what we've talked about is, like, same with Dennis running point and Cade kind of running off of him. That's when I think this team really gets tough to guard. Like, it's like Dennis Schroeder last year. Why do you think he played so much? It's because it allowed Cade to move off ball, which is still where I think he thrives coming off screens, getting a mismatch, then he can kind of do his thing, right? He's not a big, like, coming off of screens, like, pop-up jump shooter. That's not really his game, right? He's more of a kind of an old-school driver type of guy, but that's a guy, like, they're going to have to play a second guard in the playoffs. It's going to have to handle the rock. If Cade's especially not back, it's like, does a guy like Marcus Sasser take that over and maybe play a bigger role than maybe you thought he would just over the last couple of weeks? He was DNP for the first half of the season because he was banged up, and it's like, and I want the other thing I want to call out was Isaiah Stewart. Like, we're starting to have a little injury issue with Beef Stew, man. That guy misses a shit ton of games.
I think that right now both him and Stu are more injury management at this point. Like, I think if it was playoffs and maybe not Cade playing today, maybe Cade even would play today. Like, the collapsed lung sounds so terrible, and it can be, but it's such a scale of collapsed lungs. As somebody who has had a collapsed lung,
I knew it.
I did. Like, my recovery from that, I'm just, it's similar to an NBA player. No.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, there is such a wide range of collapsed lungs, and they've said that Cade's is minor, like a major collapsed lung or like a double collapsed lung or something like that. Yeah. Sure, it can be a major thing to come back from, but Cade's is minor. People come back from that in a couple weeks.
How do you think he got it from that fall? Or did he have, like, a backup QB situation? Who was it? Didn't Tyrod Taylor get punched in the lung during, like, a medical treatment? Like, how did Cade? Do you think he got it from that random ass fall that he had? They never really came out and said how it happened.
It could be. I got mine from a fall when I was 5 years old.
It didn't look. I don't know. It just was a funky thing when he fell. It didn't. You think of, like, a a lung, like you think of like a piercing happening, right? Where like it's going to be something drastically pushing into your side, and maybe it's a knee or something like that when he fell. But I thought it was interesting when he went down. It was like, God, just from that fall, it didn't feel like it looked that bad.
No, but that's why I think like it's really not that bad, and I think that they wanted a reason to give him a rest, like just in general. So I think he comes back before the season's over. To be honest, I think he plays another couple games before the playoffs. Even that's just maybe I'm wrong, too optimistic, but I do think he's going to be.
And if we hang on to the 1 seed, I know it's gotten funky, but we'll play the winner of like the play-in game plays, right, and then the winner of that plays the 8-9 seed. Isn't that how it works or whatever? So I was thinking who we could get, right? Isn't it like Charlotte? I was looking at the 4.
Or Atlanta. Now those are two good, like those are two kind of hot teams right now too.
But Atlanta, I think they're gonna avoid the play-in. I think they're gonna maintain the 6th spot. They've been playing so well. I don't think that I hope that they aren't. I don't want to see the Heat. I don't want to see Atlanta. Anybody else? I think we take without a problem in like 5 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice to win a game at home too.
It'd be nice to just win a series, and it I don't know. It's gonna be tough to go to the finals with Tatum back in Boston. It's gonna be tough, but like this team the trajectory is up.
100%. Because look at the young talent that they got. Yeah, it's like there's so many. Like again, Trajan could be a guy this offseason. I'm not saying he will. Maybe he'll go the Brad Holmes route, but like dude's added marginally, and the guys he's added have all hit. I mean, every guy this guy's traded for is Duncan Robinson hit this year. Karis LeVert, say what you will, veteran guy to have on a cheap ass contract.
And he's been good. He's been good the last few weeks. Yeah,
he kept Marcus Sasser around. Like Chaz Lanier, I think will be a good player at some point. He's got a unique trait. Like
don't forget about Javonte Green, dude. That was a huge addition. Yeah. Great defensive player.
1-year deal on like $5 million or something. That's insane.
Yeah, amazing.
And that's a guy that's going to play in the playoffs. Like
absolutely.
Green's going to get some serious run in big moments, and that's okay. That's who our team is. We're not going to be the James Harden and the Donovan Mitchell and like Evan Mobley. Like the Cavs just have name after name after name. That's not who we are. We're just like I don't know. We beat them with the sum of our parts with one. I mean, Jalen Duren. Anyways, this team's just in a good spot. I'm pumped for the playoffs. I'm hoping that. I want them to hang on to the 1 seed. They deserve it. They've held it the whole fucking year.
I think what's going to happen is we're going to get down to it, and it's going to get really tight, really close to us losing that 1 seed, and that's when the last 3-4 games of the season, Cade comes back and plays. Even if it's not like, even if he's on a minutes restriction, I think he does come back in those last few games and when we hold on to the 1 seed.
Because we're up 4.5 with how many to go? Like 10 to go or something like that? Is that what it is?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
What we play 8? They play 82 games, so 9 to go because they're 53 and 20. So we're almost there.
Yeah, I think it gets down within a game or two, like that we're in jeopardy of losing it.
Boston's got a tough schedule too. I mean, they came back last night and beat Oklahoma City, which was shocking. But they go Atlanta, Charlotte, Atlanta, Miami. That's a tough stretch. But
we got a tough stretch too, though, because we've got Minnesota, OKC, Toronto, Minnesota, Philly, Orlando. Like these are teams that are all capable.
They're all, and that's where the numbers hopefully favor you, right? You got 10 or 11 games to go. You're up by 4.5. It's like you just got to go 500 and you lock this.
Yeah,
up.
right.
Yep. You make them have to go Cleveland Guardian style last year to catch you.
Yeah. Feeling good, man. Feeling really good about
April in the D.
Yes, where at least 2 out of our teams are at.
You're on the hook now. If the Wings make the playoffs, Wilson is recreating April in the D.
Yes, and if they don't, I'm not on the hook for having jinxed them because they've already hit a major downfall. I think this is also proof that, Robbie, we did not jinx them a couple of years ago. When we talked,
true.
Because it's just what they do every year now.
Yeah. That's actually why we didn't pod. We just wanted to this is an experiment to see if the jinx.
Yes.
I think it was the fact that they put a trash company on one of the most storied franchises in NHL history, in Original Six. They have fucking Priority Waste on their chest.
Is that still there?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Priority Waste fucking sucks, dude. They don't pick up my trash till like 8 o'clock at night sometimes. It's the most ridiculous thing. Like, I don't know what changed.
I agree.
But it's like some nights I'm running out there in my underwear at like 6 in the morning trying to get my garbage out there in time because they're right there.
We've all
Some
been
nights
there.
I'm like, are they gonna come today? Like, do they exist anymore? Was I forgotten?
Yeah. These diapers need to
strays.
sit in here. These diapers need to sit in this trash can all day and fester.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. The diaper. Yeah.
Man, I've had
That's
it where I
crazy.
missed the whole, and had them sit there for an extra week. Yeah.
Oh no, you call. You just call them. They'll come and get it.
I don't have time.
That's
for
where you go to like a random store and you're just like, oh, I gotta get onto my car real quick and do some dumping of trash in your trash bin.
Oh God. Yeah. In a dumpster.
Oh man, that's tough.
Pull up to 7-Eleven and use their dumpster.
Yeah, little dump action.
That's actually a felony, but that's
It is. Isn't it called dumping?
Oh
Ooh.
I think.
If it is, they need a better term for it.
yes.
Hey, it's descriptive.
No
True.
dumping.
You know what it
I've seen
is?
signs
Yeah.
that say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No dumping. I'll get one for the bathroom.
this was
Well,
great.
Oh, I feel so good right now after
Yeah,
this.
me too.
I'm so happy.
Me too.
I'm so
This is
happy
great.
too.
I don't
And-
care if 4 people listen to this. I'm still so happy.
I'm happy
No.
for you guys. I'm happy for us.
I don't know why
This
you
is all
guys
great.
think that only 4 people listen to us, because it's definitely more than that. So
I like to
if-
keep my expectations low. That way,
Yeah.
like just whatever happens is positive.
give the people some credit out there, I'll start compiling the stats for you across platform, because we got to look at Apple and
Yeah.
Spotify and SoundCloud, YouTube. So I'll start sending you the stats at how many listens
Plus I think we're back now. Like we're going to have a hiatus, but this thing is not dead. We are back, and we're
And absence.
No,
Absence makes the heart grow fonder, man. They
That's
make
right.
them miss us.
That's right.
It
And
was
because
never
people have
gonna
been
be
asking.
dead.
The people have been asking. I've had a lot of my buddies have asked, like, "Yo, you getting a pod going again?" Like it has come up multiple times. So we can
Yep.
give them what they want. They'll be good to know that Wilson had a collapsed lung.
when I
That is,
was 5 years old.
which, yeah, like
Philly-
that's actually super scary. Like I can't imagine like my daughter having a collapsed lung and like me being okay.
Yeah,
It does
but
sound
I was
horrible.
Dude, I was back at school like I think like 10 days later or something. So that's why that's giving me some hope for Cade, honestly.
Yeah, in
if
the
I could do that
physical-
at 5, come on.
And the physical exertion you were putting out at 5 versus a 22-year-old in the NBA going up against the
Yeah.
best athletes in the world.
I mean,
Feels-
comparative to our bodies, to our
Yeah,
situations.
relative.
Yeah, relative to
Fair.
our, come on.
Good point. Younger body. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilson, is your knee good? Are you
My-
like recovered from your torn ACL or
My
all
knee
that?
is feeling so good, torn LCL, and it's feeling so good. Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay,
Look at that.
good.
The
I can
peptides
almost
are
dunk
working.
again.
Peptides.
All right,
this is
well,
great.
thank you all so much for listening to an hour and 12 minutes of Take the Points for the first time as a group of 3 this year. We appreciate you so much, and we will be back very soon, so you will hear us again on Take the Points.
A true underdog podcast.
Must see JV Sunday. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
Peace.